What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Happy Friday, happy Saturday, depending when you're watching this. We're gonna go ahead and talk today about PEPE 2.0. It has been holding support. I do not want to go ahead and get fully bullish yet, but it is looking good on our side, and we've been waiting exactly for this moment. So if you're a holder of PEPE 2.0, go ahead and smash that like button. Most importantly, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because over 50% of you watch my content but don't subscribe. So go ahead and join the community and smash that subscribe button. But most importantly, go ahead and comment down below your opinion, the next project you want to go ahead and chill. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I do move forward, I am going to go ahead and double check if I am live. So give me 1 second. I'm going to mute myself. So it looks like we are officially live. I don't know, I feel like a DJ, you know what I mean? But let's go straight into it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and take a look overall of how the market is reacting. What can we be expecting moving forward? And most importantly, I do go ahead and encourage everybody to go ahead and vote. When you go ahead and head over to my channel on community, are you still bullish on PEPE 2.0? So far right now, over 51% of you say yes, 42% say no, and 7% of you say it's dead, bro. So I definitely go ahead and encourage everybody to go ahead and vote, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at how everybody's opinion is moving forward. Did you buy the dip? Are you holding off? What is going through your mind at the moment right now, overall with the market? But we're gonna go ahead and talk about PEPE 2.0. First off, we're gonna go ahead and just start off by seeing what it is in the green today. So far right now, only PEPE 2.0 is currently at 0.8. That could be changing because I did hear a listing actually happened. It was a free listing. It looks like I don't know what the exchange is. I tried looking for it, but we'll go ahead and check CoinMarketCap. If any of you know what the listing was from what exchange, go ahead and comment down below. But looking at PEPE gains, up 4%, SafeMoon 25.5%, Bitcoin, which is Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, is 18.1%, and XRP 2.0 only at 1%, Volt at 1%, and then Unibot up 16%. I've been telling everybody this has been the alpha since the beginning. I've been talking about this for the last couple weeks. Unibot will surpass hitting over $500 a coin. You know, it was around over here, it was around 80. I've been talking about it since over here on live streams. Haven't made a video yet, but I will. And so far right now, it is currently at $200. So it now finally broke its previous resistance. So I do see this going up to $500 to $1,000, and especially during the bull run, we are going to be seeing a lot of bullish sentiment on this. Loot up 17%. Zcash, come on guys, I literally just made a video on this today. I posted it, actually went live today. I think, in my opinion, this is a very bullish project. We all know right now with the whole entire Sonic, Obama projects that are pumping, this could be the next one. I actually just went live, or not live, actually the video just went live about 2 hours ago. Come on, let's go ahead and rack up those views. It seems like everybody loves the PEPE videos and the X videos, but you know, go show some love. This is the way you get some alpha. Obviously, I've been talking about this alpha for the last couple weeks, but Fridays do seem pretty slow on the channel, and so do weekends. But let's go ahead and step it up. You do not want to miss on this kind of alpha. I did talk about this being the potential next 30x, and currently right now we are testing that level of resistance, and we do go ahead and get rejected. Obviously, we could go ahead and go down to the 0.89 area, but let's go ahead and see how it turns out. Bot X is at 32%, Atlas 0.4, Repo up 147%. Hopefully we're getting close to our break even on this token. So it looks like we are actually. It looks like we are currently in profit. So I'm glad to actually finally see this pumping. Can Repo go ahead and make new all-time highs? I don't know. What do you guys think? So be on the lookout for Repo. 72 or 73,000 liquidity, only locked for about 3 months with a $47,000 of volume. So let's go ahead and see how that reacts very well. XCOM for the day, doing really well. XCOM has been making new all-time highs, man. I'm almost disappointed that I did not buy into this because I bought it into X token and it's been trash ever since. So hopefully we can go ahead and see a rebound. But to anybody that has taken advantage of XCOM, I've been mentioning how bullish I am on this project, even though I'm not in this project. I did mention this wasn't a strong area of resistance to go ahead and look at, and we did break it. So this could be, you could either jump in right now or you could just wait for it to retrace slightly, which is a probability for the next leg up. But I do see this at least hitting 50 cents in the near future. I do think that's very possible. Looking at Flash at 17%, Bold down 40%, not looking too well, honestly. It looks like it just continues to dump. Who knows what's going on in there. Luckily I did not jump into that. I was, but luckily I didn't, right? XDOPA right now only down about 55%. Let's go ahead and see what it's like on the 4-hourly. So on the 4-hourly, it does look like it is holding a strong area of support still. We're actually, yeah. So this is a strong area of support. Just created this one actually. Let's go ahead and go down and let's just move it, man. We're not going to go ahead and recreate new things, but if we do go ahead and lose the support, it's not going to look too good. But this is a bullish community overall. I've talked to the devs and all of that. I think this community, I see a lot of long term with it, with what they're doing. They're building some cool things. They have contests. They live stream the contests. It's really, really cool, honestly. So I would definitely go ahead and recommend everybody to go ahead and check out Dopamine. Really cool project, just came out. They did actually partner up with PEPE token as well, which is another one that we've been pretty bullish. I did mention they have one of the strongest communities, and honestly, probably what we're honestly, lacking on Pepe 2.0. I think our community is not strong enough. I'm gonna be realistic. Like, I think I get more support and love from the PEPE community than I do from Pepe 2.0, and I do Pepe 2.0 content literally every day. You know what I mean? So, because I don't get love, does that mean it's not a strong community? No, I mean, not just that, but you could just see the way this community pushes. Like, I've been seeing a lot of things that they do behind the scenes together as a team, and they really do go ahead and go above and beyond that. We've been talking in the last live streams and spaces that's exactly what we need for Pepe 2.0 to continue to make new all-time highs, right? But all of you are here watching specifically for Pepe 2.0, so let's go ahead and see what is going on with Pepe 2.0. Can we hold the support? Are we going to go ahead and get rejected? Can we see a massive upside, or what can we be doing? Gaining another zero? Is it possible? We'll go ahead and make sure to watch to the end, because I will go ahead and show you the technical analysis of what we could be expecting moving forward with Pepe 2.0. And if we hold this support, we will go ahead and take off and we'll make hopefully new all-time highs. So let's go ahead and see what we're currently sitting at with 835,000 of liquidity, total market cap of 6.9 million. I do like that. I did mention that we need to go ahead and stay above 6 million. 5.9 million and above would give us a bullish indicator. If we do drop below 5 million, just to keep it very simple, it is not going to look good, and there will be a high probability that we will gain another zero. Obviously a good buying opportunity for you and I, but for all those, that means we're just gonna have to wait a little longer before this moons and takes off. So currently right now with 11.79, or let's say this again, 11,790, I'm assuming, or 11,079, one of those two, right? Holders, and let's see what's going on. So it looks like there's some selling activity. There is some decent buys going on. I did notice this, and I'm sure a lot of these sales that are going on are literally bots that are just selling, and they're doing it on purpose to go ahead and suppress Pepe 2.0. I said this in the last couple days, I think, or yesterday, that Pepe 2.0 is heavily manipulated. It's super shorted. They just always want to go ahead and see this project down. They've been wanting to see this project fail, and so far we've been holding on really well compared to other projects. But the most important thing is this a real pump, or are we going to go ahead and have another fake pump where we drop to the downside? So just looking at this 4-hourly, it does look like this could be a bull flag. Meaning, if we do continue to go ahead and hold this support right here, we like to keep it simple here. So if we just go ahead and hold this support in this area, we will be seeing a massive pump to the upside, and I believe a lot of shorts will get liquidated, causing not only a massive pump to the upside, but also causing some FOMO from new investors to jump in. So I think if this does happen and we do hold this support on the 4-hourly, so far we've been doing it very, very nicely. And volume slowly picking up, not too much. We do definitely want to go ahead and see more sales in the next coming hours, and hopefully we could go ahead and squeeze up to the upside. I feel pretty confident that we will. Obviously, if that's not the case and it doesn't happen and we do go ahead and get rejected, we will go ahead and see a downside, possibly adding another zero, which what I've been talking about. But I've been really bearish with PEPE 2.0 in the last couple weeks, couple days, and I've been quite bearish around this area right here specifically. From right here, and then I was super bearish right here, calling that we were going to go below a 30 million market cap. A lot of people were calling me a fudder, even though I'm a holder of PEPE 2.0. I believe in PEPE 2.0. I think this will be the next Shiba, and if not even bigger. And I do believe that this will take off in the next bull run. That could be happening in the next couple months, in a couple years, who knows. But I do really believe in this project long term. With that being said, if we do go ahead and break through, we will be seeing some massive pumps coming up. So maybe pump during the weekend will be very, very nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. We like to go ahead and take a look at different charts just to get a better understanding of the overall market sentiment, right? And looking at the daily, we did get rejected in this area as expected. Now the biggest question is, will we be able to hold this area, or will we go ahead and get rejected? If we do go ahead and bounce back over here, it doesn't mean that we're going to automatically go down even further. It just means that we might go ahead and touch this area of support and possibly try to break through one more time. But in this case, I really doubt it. I do see a lot of volume picking up, and I do think there could be a possibility we might break this weekend. I mean, you know, looking at the weekly, what I've been waiting for the last couple weeks is looking at this area specifically right here. On the weekly, I did said we want to go ahead and finish with a green candlestick, and hopefully we could go ahead and see a massive pump in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And that's what it looks like, as long as we do go ahead and end with a nice green week, hopefully looking towards the future of bouncing back up. The biggest area of resistance we got to go ahead and focus is on this red square right here. Once we do go ahead and break that red square, we will be taking off, and a lot of people will be FOMOing in. So let's go ahead and look at the what is it called, the wallet count. So we've actually gained quite a bit the last couple days, and now we also lost a few holders. So what we really need in this market for PEPE 2.0 is we really need to go ahead and have more people believing in this project, have a little bit more of a longer term mindset, because it's all going to go ahead and take some time. It's all about patience. You know, as long as you're patient, we will go ahead and eventually moon, right? That's the whole entire concept with being patient with PEPE 2.0, and that's the biggest thing we all need to go ahead and focus on. Not look at the next 1 billion market cap. We have to go ahead and focus on a little bit more of a longer term mindset, and hopefully go ahead and I wouldn't want to say convince, but go ahead and encourage other holders to go ahead and hold the token for a little bit more of a longer term, and not get excited by the other shiny things in the market. You know, we've been seeing a lot of tokens. We saw the 2.0 era, we saw the bot era, we saw right now it's a Harry Potter era, where like everybody's creating these kind of projects, mimic, and everybody's like flowing everywhere, you know. And you just have to be patient, believe in a project or two, stick to it, and just be patient, because those that are patient will be rewarded. Obviously, if you no longer believe in PEPE 2.0, I'll just recommend you to get out of the project completely. Don't waste your time, you know, holding on to this project if you don't believe it. So looking at the hourly, we have been respecting that area of support so far, but volume has been slowly going down. So we definitely do want to go ahead and see volume pick up. And now we're going to go ahead and start doing some more TA on different projects. If you are new to the stream, go ahead and smash that like button and comment down below another project you want me to talk about. But overall right now, let's go ahead and take a look at how Gary is doing, because we did talk about this project a while back. I was extremely bullish on this project, and it just so far just looks like it's probably dead now. Honestly, it looks like it's probably dead now. I don't see much action unless we could go ahead and get some more buying action, a pump to the upside. We will be seeing Gary take off. But so far right now, I don't know, it's not looking too well, honestly. There's more sellers than buyers, and we need the opposite. You know, we need more buyers now before we continue to dump even further. So let's go ahead and take a look at Hoppy, because I've been extremely bullish on Hoppy, and we've been looking at some certain areas, wondering whether we will go ahead and get rejected again, or will we finally have that break. So volume has been picking up. This project has been nothing but like a pump and dump. It pumps, it dumps, then it pumps again, and then it dumps with another fake out, then it pumps, and hopefully it does not dump, because we are going to go even lower. With this project, a lot of people are already calling it a slow rug pull. This is exactly what a slow rug pull looks like, to be honest. Now the question is, I think it's all being decided whether will we be able to break above this, and will we get more buying pressure. So yesterday we did get a lot of buying pressure the last 3 days, which is a good sign, but if we don't hold above that, it is not going to look too well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly right now. And looking at the 4 hourly as well, it looks like possibly a head and shoulders pattern will be forming. So hopefully it does get rejected and we do bounce the upside, but we could go ahead and go even lower. So far with this project, you know, I really don't know what to tell you. I am invested on it. I have pretty much already taken an L. I've taken an L in a lot of these projects, honestly. Like, I already kind of wrote it off in my head, and I'm like, you know what, all that money's gone. It is what it is. You know, you just have to go ahead and move forward and look for the next opportunity, or just hold on to the project. You know, you don't want to go ahead and sell on a loss. Obviously not financial advice, but you definitely do not want to go ahead and sell on a loss. You want to go ahead and sell once this bull run does begin. And I do see somewhat of a bull run happening. I don't know when it's going to happen. We're going to go ahead and look at the DXY and how Bitcoin is doing shortly in a few minutes. So let's go ahead and continue to go on with these projects. So PEPE gains, if you are not aware what PEPE gains is, it's pretty much a deflationary token, as they say, and that's the reason why they have a high sell tax, and some of those percentages actually go back to the holders when they release your staking platform. So if you do go ahead and buy this at the bottom, and we do go ahead and get a pump, we could go ahead and see about an 8x coming soon. And that's obviously, apologize, like my nose is like super itchy. We could go ahead and see like about an 8x, so just be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and see how BEPE is doing so well so far, right? Because we did say that we were looking at some very critical areas of support, and this was a pretty, I would say it's a pretty strong area of support, right? So if we do go ahead and not break above this, we will go ahead and get rejected. If we lose the support and going down to its previous support, which was from the beginning, the benefit behind this is that you will now be able to buy in at a better low, capturing over a 15x when we do go ahead and decide to pump. I'm super bullish on this project. I've been talking to the developers, and I believe in this project long term as well. They are partnered with BitBoy Crypto, so I think this project is very promising, and they are adding a lot of utility with their project. So even though you do not see growth right now, best believe they are working behind the scenes, because we not only see the effort that they've been putting in, but they also have been showing with results. And sometimes that's what we got to go ahead and, you know, take into consideration. It's a lot of these projects say they're going to do this, and they never go ahead and show. You know, it's all about talk. But so far, BEPE has been all about action. We did end up getting a bullish signal last week, but so far right now, it could be a possibility that we do go ahead and get rejected. If we do go ahead and pump one more time, we could go ahead and be looking at this next area of resistance, which is around this purple square, seeing an upside. But like I mentioned, with BEPE, you see a lot of these very similar patterns happening, and I think it's really not so much of a project specifically. It's all about, like, you know, what is currently trending in the market, and it's all going to be about being patient, right? Because this market looks very shaky. It is very shaky, and I think a lot of these projects, the ones with a real utility, will take off during the bull run, such as PEPE gains, BEPE, what is it, BBOT. You know, tokens like these with real utility will go ahead and take off. I personally believe that with PEPE 2.0 doing good and PEPE, we should go ahead and see a massive pump with Hoppy. But let's go ahead and see how that goes. And let's go ahead and see what the hype is about ticker symbol Bitcoin, right? This ticker is called Bitcoin, and the project is called Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. And looking at the weekly, it is looking still extremely bullish. They've been pumping for literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, guys. So this project has been killing it. Total market cap of 118 million. That is insane. I literally called out this project back over here when I first started the channel. So congratulations to everybody that has been holding on to this project. And I think this, I think realistically this project could go ahead and hit the 50-cent area, maybe the 25 cents. I think that's very doable, and there is a lot of hype in this project. And with that being said, I think this is the next one that's going to be following its trend, and it's called what is the ticker symbol? I'm just going to say the ticker symbol because I don't remember the name, but this ticker symbol is Zcash, and that's actually the last project that I just talked about recently, and it's called the Draco Mafio DeSantis something EU, right? So looking at the daily, like I mentioned, we do want to go ahead and see a bounce back on that. But if you did go ahead and buy in early on this project, you would be enjoying about a 5,000% gains. And you got to keep in mind, we only have a total of 119,000 market cap. So it's a low cap project with only 460 holders. Liquidity is low. It is low, but they do have it locked for about 100 years. The benefit to this that I would say personally is that because we do have 460 holders with a low market cap, you could go ahead and throw in 100 or even $50, and if we could go ahead and replicate what Bitcoin, ticker symbol Bitcoin, which is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, let's say it's following the same exact footsteps, because if you look at what the last chart that I showed you is literally following this kind of same movement. If you go ahead and compare it, right? If we do go ahead and duplicate this kind of massive pump to the upside, you will go ahead and really benefit on some nice little gains. This one was about an 8x, but I'm sure DeSantis could go ahead and do a lot more. I think DeSantis is probably around the area right here. That's what I would compare it to, and I think there could be an upside of us capturing that massive pump of about 20,000%. I think that is, yeah, that is insane. A 20,000%. I don't even know what that is. Is that a 20x? I think that might be a 20x or even higher. I don't recall, but all I do know is that I'm extremely bullish on Zcash. I think that one's going to take its time too right now with all the hype of like Pac-Man, which is ticker symbol XRP. That's the new hype right now. But I think people eventually, when they go ahead and come across this one called Zcash ticker symbol, people will go ahead and FOMO and see the actual value of this project, that they only have about 460 holders. So all it's going to take one person, a big influencer on Twitter, to go ahead and pump this to the upside, and we will go ahead and see some massive push to the upside. So that's it with Zcash. Let's go ahead and take a look at Link 2.0. We were buying into this. This one looks like it's completely dead. It looks like a rug pull honestly happened. I don't know what kind of BS happened, but luckily I only threw in like $50, so I'm not too worried about that one. Let's go ahead and see how BBot is doing, which is BetBot. And this is kind of a, well, not kind of, this is a casino Telegram bot, so that's the reason why I bought in. I think this is a bullish project in the longer term. If we do go ahead and continue to hold around this 2-cent range, I did buy in right here on this dip. Obviously down about 50%, but if you do go ahead and buy this dip at the bottom, and if you do go ahead and long it at the top, that's about a 5x. It's not bad, and I do think this project could be worth about 25 cents or even higher, so be on the lookout for that. Another project I'm extremely bullish on is called PEPE2.0. PEPE2.0, this does run on Binance Smart Chain, and I did mention the reason why I was bullish is because they have added a new burning mechanism. Let me go ahead and take a water break real quick. They did, what was I saying? Oh yeah, they did create a new burning mechanism that burns tokens literally like I think every day, and they added this new swap where you could actually go ahead and get PEPE at a cheaper price. Instead of paying 10% fees, you're paying 7%, and now that's somewhat of utility, right? And that's actually really good. I think that's really good. They've already burned about 59%. Honestly, realistically, I think this token needs more than that. They're over at $1 trillion total supply. We definitely do need to go ahead and see a lot of those tokens burnt. If we could go ahead and, you know, go around the millions, I think this could go ahead and take off. And I personally do think this will take off during a bull run, even though we do see this massive dump, right? If you go ahead and compare it to the bottom over here to the top, oh yeah, we can't even measure it. I forgot about that. Can we measure it here? No, but I know this will be like a 20 to 30x plus. That's what I think we would be looking at. All we really need to go ahead and make sure is that, can we hold this support? And if you see this with a lot of projects, we've been kind of following the same kind of scenario, you know, just holding above the support, seeing massive pumps to the upside, then dumping, and then recovering. So we've been seeing that with a lot of projects. The biggest question is with this project, will we be able to hold the support and push the upside? We need to go ahead and get out of that hole that has been formed since its previous high. Look at this. This did really good, you know, and then it just dumped. Like, it was at, right now it's at 11 zeros, and right here it was at what, 10? What is that? Is that 10 or 19? I can't really see. Yeah, it's 10. So that's about 10, and right now it's at 11. So it looks like it erases 0. So that's about a 10x, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be like a 10x and above. But yeah, that's what we need to go ahead and see. We do see a lot of volume picking up on PEPE2.0. I think that is going to be a pretty good longer term project as well. Another project that I've been looking at the last couple of days, shout out to, I think it was Black Airsoft. What's up, Moon Joker? Thank you, Soul. Thanks for the coffee. Yeah, XCOM is pumping, man. We're going to go ahead and talk about that. It started the stream a little early. I didn't realize. So now I know not to start the stream too early. I was a little too excited to start streaming today. So I'll go ahead and make sure not to start too early and stick to the typical times that we usually stream. But let's go ahead and take a look at farm. We've been pretty bullish about the farm. After we talk about farm, we're going to go ahead and talk about XCOM because it's pumping. You know, it's doing its thing, and I do believe 50 cents to $1 could be happening. But XCOM, the reason why I'm bullish on this is currently right now it's at $25. And you might be asking yourselves, like, John, like $25 is a lot, man. And you're kind of right? Can this dump a lot further? Yeah, a possibility that it can, right? This could even dump down to 1 cent. But if you actually go ahead and compare it to its previous high was as high as 342 or 455 from the looks of using DEX tools, right? And you're like, why did it go so far? Why did it go up that high? Well, if you go ahead and check the total supply, it only has a supply of 704,000. So about 1 million, and right now the total market cap is about $17 million. So a lot of people are currently still holding. They probably haven't sold. I apologize for that. Like, my nose is like super itchy. Yeah, so right now they have a total market cap of 17 million, and the total supply is only about we'll just keep it even, 1 million. So that's why I believe in this project being, you know, over $500 this next bull run if we get one, because this is a DeFi related project. So you actually could go ahead and do yield farming, staking, and all that sort of thing. And, you know, the market reacts really well when the market is bullish, right? When it's bearish, it kills you. With some of these projects, you can still go ahead and make money if you go ahead and, you know, do yield farming. But in some of these projects, you will go ahead and get hammered. But this is a super high risk, high reward. For example, if you go ahead and put these two pairs, you could be getting an APY, I think it is, or an APR of about 1,755, which is not bad, right? Because what bank offers you that? So these are some really nice returns. But overall, imagine what it will look like when the bull run does start. Like, what do you think people are going to be throwing their money when they start making money on Bitcoin, on meme coins? They're going to want to go ahead and make some passive income as well. And that's why, in my opinion, I do believe farm, ticker symbol farm, and the project is called harvest.finance, will do good. Because if you actually go ahead and head over to CoinMarketCap, the project that we could somewhat compare it to is called Herein Finance. They do something exactly similar to what they do, and one of their tokens is currently valued at $6,000. And at its all-time high during the bull run, it was at $82,000. So yes, buying a token at 25 bucks is quite expensive. Yes, buying a token at $6,000 is quite expensive. But what happens when the bull run does happen? Imagine getting a return of over $100,000 for just investing around $6,000 to $3,000. And I say $3,000 because I do think low key that there is a possibility that we could drop down to $3,000. And we actually saw this happen back in June. June 17th, they actually did drop around the $3,000 area from the looks of it, or was it $5,000? That was the lowest. So we definitely could go ahead and see this drop down to $3,000. And if we do, in my opinion, that might be a pretty good buying opportunity, because imagine when the bull run happens and you invest $3,000, which might sound a lot to you, but if you're investing $3,000 in meme coins, imagine throwing in $3,000 in this. While you're trading meme coins or other altcoins, you're going to look at this bag, you're going to be like, damn, I'm up 180,000. Plus you're making money on your meme coins. This is kind of more of a safer investment in my opinion. Obviously none of this is safe. We can't really compare it being safer to another asset. I just think that this is a little bit more of a not as volatile asset compared to the projects that we're trading, right? Because I wouldn't mind throwing in 63 grand into Herein Finance and maybe about a couple grand too on Harvest while I'm doing these meme coin trades. And if we do go ahead and lose on some, we at least have somewhat of a backup, right, to go ahead and have money to play with later down the line if we do lose money on the meme coins, which is a high probability, right? A lot of people are losing money on meme coins, but there's a lot of people that are making money. And we are going to be talking about changing up strategy, and that's the reason why I'm mentioning projects such as these, because once you do make your money off repo, off the PEPEs, off the XCOMs, you want to go ahead and be throwing your money into real altcoins with real utility while no one's looking at it. Imagine this, like Bitcoin being at $25. Would you buy Bitcoin? Would you figure out how to get $100,000 and throw in $100,000 on a project that's worth $25, knowing that it could do, and it is Bitcoin, right? I'm not comparing it to Bitcoin, but I'm just saying a lot of people thought the same thing with Bitcoin. $25 is too expensive, and now Bitcoin's at what, $30,000, and there's still people buying, and there's still going to be people continuing to buy at a higher price. And then time over time, there's always going to be a buyer and a seller for those markets. And in my opinion, when the bull run does begin and DeFi starts to pick up and people are willing to risk more money, projects such as Farm and Herein Finance are going to go up higher. Just keep in mind, Harvest, Coinbase is invested in. So when you see these major exchanges like Gemini, Coinbase, and all these being listed on, they're heavily invested in and they're heavily bullish on. You could also go ahead and do Curve. I don't know too much about Curve, but I do know that's another platform that you could do the most, like do yield farming and staking, and that's something I definitely do want to go ahead and do myself during this bull run. And I do encourage everybody to go ahead and diversify yourselves as well on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at XCOM. So XCOM is up 47% for the day, currently hot trending 4. A lot of people are talking about this. We have broken multiple areas of resistance, and we're going to go ahead and analyze that real quick. So we broke the first one down here, which I mentioned in the videos the last couple days, that if we do go ahead and hold this support, we will be seeing a massive push to the upside. So from that call that we called it, you should be up about a 3x from the time we called it. I am not personally in XCOM. I did not end up jumping in. I don't know for what reason. I just didn't. But congratulations to all those that did. Now the big question is, let's go actually a little bit more back, right? So we broke the first area. Well, let me go ahead and re-clarify myself. We held this area of support. We broke I would say a pretty strong area of resistance. and then we broke another area of resistance. But I think the ultimate test of resistance will be around this area in the top right here. And this is an area that we definitely do need to go ahead and be extra aware, because if we don't, which I highly almost doubt based on what I've been seeing on not just Twitter but the whole entire space, right? If we do go ahead and continue to hold this new area of support, and we do get enough momentum to push this project to the upside, you will go ahead and break through this resistance easily. Now the question is, will XCOM bulls have enough momentum to break through this resistance? Well, in my opinion, I think so, because a lot of people are beginning to FOMO in now. But if you kind of think about it, let's say you threw in $10,000 here, you know, you're up about a 3x, which is about $30,000 in about less than a week. I'm sure a lot of whales are doing that, and they could actually go ahead and start exiting, but we don't know. Currently right now sitting at a market cap of 13.93 million. I think personally this project could go above 40 million. But the biggest testing area would be breaking this circle right here. Obviously, if we don't break it, we're going to go ahead and touch it and then go down, which is still not bearish, right? Because it could be forming a cup and handle pattern where this new area of support will be around the 0.13 area before taking off and making new all-time highs, hitting the 40 to 30 cent range. Will we do that overnight? I don't know. It could be a possibility, but it could be multiple things. This could also be a head and shoulders pattern forming the big head to the upside, going down and then creating another shoulder, or it could be the what is it called, the cup and handle pattern. So if we do go ahead and see a cup and handle forming, and we do go ahead and get rejected right here, and I do see that we hold above, I think this might be the next area of support in my opinion. I think we might break this and go lower. I think we might touch it here and then moon. But if that does happen, I would definitely go ahead, in my opinion, this is what I will probably be doing, is I'll be jumping in around right here. So I'm just gonna wait. If we do go ahead and break through past it, well, then it is what it is. You know, I missed out the opportunity. I should have taken the risk, but sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, right? You can't go ahead and capture all of them. But if I do go ahead and see this area get rejected, and we do go ahead and lose that volume, we are probably going to go down here, and then people are going to be down already a decent percentage from this upside. Well, they'll be down about 40%, and they'll begin to sell, right? And when they begin to sell, I do think this will be the strong area of support to hopefully go ahead and respect, to go ahead and continue to bounce to the upside. So if we do go ahead and see that pattern forming, I will be buying at this dip right here. Hopefully that happens. If it doesn't happen, well then, oh well, it is what it is. And that'd be around the 8 cent area, which I think is very doable, you know. That's if we don't respect this area a lot more, the 11 cent. But I think there could be a possibility we do dump to the 8 cent before taking off, or we could just take off, because it's unpredictable with these meme coins, right? We could really do all the TA we want, and at the end of the day, it's going to do whatever it wants to do. And TA might go out through the door, but we are seeing massive volume pickup. And I apologize for that, like my nose is super itchy. And if we look at the 4 hourly, it does look like a cup and handle pattern could be forming, you know, could be forming that cup. Then I think we're going to go ahead and get rejected, possibly maybe around the 10 cents. If it is at 10 cents, I might consider buying, because 10 cents to 8 cents is what, 2 cent difference, which is quite a bit, right? It is quite a bit. But would I rather go ahead and buy in here? If I do buy here, I'll buy a small bag, and if we do go down lower right here, I'll load up a little bit more, because I do think you will see a bounce to the upside and seeing that take off, because we do see volume picking up right here. And I think a lot of people will FOMO in. Right now, and we could go ahead and probably break above it, or be on the resistance before we come down. And the real question is, can it hold this area? If not, this would be the next area, and I think this area will probably either consolidate or quickly eat up the dip, causing a massive pump. So I am excited for that. I am definitely going to go ahead and keep my eyes glued to this a little bit more. What's up, Ranger? Long time no see, bro. Long time no see. Glad to see you here again. But yeah, Ranger gave us the alpha on farm. What other project can we talk about? So, and I wonder how repo is going to do. Hopefully this one takes off too, because this one has been a pure disappointment, to be honest. Pure disappointment. I think I bought in around this area right here. So we'll see how it does. If we do go ahead and break above this purple square, we are going to go ahead and probably see a push to the upside. And usually with these patterns too, with meme tokens,